Welcome to Freelance Sucks. Here we discuss the dark side of freelancing about which nobody usually talks out loud. In this show, we speak with experienced freelancers, and I'm sure listening to their stories helps you prepare for freelancers' challenges. My name is Yuri, I'm a community builder at Code Control and 9am.works, and my guest is Balazs Beres, a senior software engineer with more than 8 years of experience in software development and almost half of this time as a freelancer. So, welcome, Balazs.
Hi. I'm glad that I'm here.
So super happy to talk to you. And the first question for you, what is the most challenging part of being a freelancer?
I will be honest, I can't complain. As you said, I have more than 8 years of professional experience in software development. I've been working remotely for more than 5 years. So I
Hmm.
started to work remotely before the COVID period. I really like to work like this. But as let's say example, I have a few friends who hate to work from home. Basically, that's I don't know why, but maybe yes, it can be hard to work from home if you don't have a good setup or you don't have
Yeah.
a separate office space to work. I don't know, you are working in a room where everybody can, I don't know, do whatever. And in that way, I think it's hard to work. Um, or simply, I have a few friends also who just hate this thing to work from home. They really need to work, I don't know, in an office space to be with the colleagues. For me, it's not the case. And I really like to work remotely and to work with international teams. And in this way, for me at least, I can learn so much, and I really like this.
And why do you like so much working from home?
uh, I have freedom with this.
Hmm.
I really believe that it does not matter when you are working. It's only just the result what matters.
Mm-hmm.
If you are working, if you are going to an office, then let's say you are arriving at 9 and you will stay there till 5 or 6, and after that you left and it's closed. But maybe you will finish your work in, I don't know, in 3 hours or 4 hours. Then you still need to be in the office environment and you are just there and you will get, I don't know, more work, which is maybe not the best thing to reward good developers. But in other way, I'm not really believing in work-life balance because let's say I'm working on a task. It does not matter that after 5 o'clock I will close my mind and I won't ever think about that task. Even if I don't know, I'm watching the TV or whatever, reading some articles, maybe it will pop up something that, hey, this is how I should fix that thing. So and maybe if I have the possibility and I'm home, I can go right away to my computer and do it. And only the effort and the result what matters, and not that you need to stay in a certain place in order to do something. I don't believe in
Yeah.
this.
I have a lot of conversation with remote freelancers who are working from home, and sometimes they say that it's hard to stay motivated, so they need to go and talk to other people. So I wonder, how do you motivate yourself?
If you have goals and a purpose, I don't think that motivation will do anything with it. Yeah, of course, you will have good and bad days. I mean, everybody has something like that.
Hmm.
But I think if you know what is your goal, why are you doing what you are doing, and if you enjoy what you are doing, I don't think that you should be motivated. If you don't like what you are doing, of course, you should be motivated because otherwise it's not gonna be good for you. But for me, I don't need an external source to be somebody, I don't know, there that, hey, you are great, or you should do this, and you, I don't know. I don't believe in this. If you have a purpose, if you have a goal, then it doesn't matter. At least this is for
Yeah, It's a really good moment when you like what you do, when you love what you do. You don't need an external source of motivation because it's deep inside.
Exactly.
And except for work itself, what is the most time-consuming thing you must deal with as a freelancer?
I already thought of one thing. I would say the most time consuming, but also for me, the most annoying thing in general is the recruiter and headhunter tactics. I mean, so many times I receive a message with a job description. Of course, quite a lot of time the GD is also bad, but whatever. So I get a message without any budget range. I need to ask the budget. She says that we don't have any kind of budget. And then ask my daily rate. Then I'm saying what is my daily rate. And after that, I get a message that my rate is over their budget.
It's so fun.
This is so stupid in my opinion. You have a role, then please save your time and also my time by saying what is your budget range. That would be it.
Yeah, it's fun, I feel like recruiters also trying to save some kind of budget because they want to hire the best person for the lowest amount possible.
Exactly.
And it's always this game, of how I wonder, like, from your perspective, what is the solution for this, kind of like recruiter talent game?
I will be honest, I could not find any kind of good solution for this. I'm basically asking what is your budget, and sometimes I get an answer, but most of the time, again, this is a tactic for them, as you said, to earn more based on our job. But I think this is bad. It would save so much time for us and for them to already know. I'm not asking an exact number, but at least to have a range that I don't know. It would be really, really helpful, I think.
Yeah, I totally understand. I'm sometimes thinking about like what's the point of hourly rate, because the more experience you are getting, the faster you can do the stuff, and you don't really need to have an hourly rate. You just want to hear a budget and you want to know the task, and then you understand like, can I fit my knowledge into your budget and into your time, and then
Exactly.
like we receive the grade. Anyway, I hope that one day it will be solved. We'll see. But anyway, the next question, like, what is the most nerve-consuming thing you must deal with as a freelancer?
Nerve-consuming. I think in every project there are some good and bad moments, and of course, I'm trying to have only just good days, but it's not gonna always be like that. There can be times when the requirements are not the best, or you will receive some legacy bug that you need to fix, and that's not fun. But in the end, my job is to help the client. So that's why I'm going to do. So that's my job. That's why I'm in that project, to help the client and to help the project.
Sometimes clients, don't want to have a conversation with a freelancer. They just, we need to do this. And even if freelancer tell them like, no, it's the wrong way. It would be better to do this and this way. And they like, no, we still need to do this. So if you have some such kind of situations, what is your, like, what do you do in this case?
You said that if it happens, it already happened quite a lot of time. And my short answer is that the final answer is from the client. I mean, it's his project, he's the decision maker, but as I said previously, I am there to help him. So in whatever takes, in whatever, however I can, I'm there to help him. But it already happened quite a few times that the client really wanted, for example, the client wanted a really, really great feature. It was great, but I saw that this is not user-friendly. So I raised an issue proactively that, hey, this is not the best. I'm working with that part of the application. I already know that it's not going to be user-friendly. I'm using it daily. I know that it's not going to be okay. But yeah, the client said that, no, this is how I want. Of course, we implemented it. It turned out that it's not good. Then again, the client wanted a change. Again, we raised an issue that, hey, this is still not the best thing. How? Then again, of course, the client's word was the last thing. So again, we had to implement it. So in the end, long story short, three times we implemented the same thing. And yeah, in the end, we ended up with our version. And yeah, I'm not saying that the developers are always right or something like that, but I think the overall takeaway regarding this is that your job as a developer, it's not just to code regardless what are the requirements. Your job is to help the client, to help the project, and be proactive and do whatever it takes in order for the success of the project.
Yeah. So basically, sometimes I believe because of being stubborn, clients are still paying 3 times or 4 times more than they had. So do you think there is a way out of this situation? Like from a freelancer side, do you think that freelancer can somehow influence a client even though they are still, like very, very stubborn?
As I said, I think if you are proactive and the client sees that, hey, you really want the success of the project, then that's all what you can do. I'm not there to fight with the client. I'm there to help. And
Yeah, exactly.
if the client sees this, I think you can have a really good collaboration with the client. Because in other cases, also, yeah, the client listened to me and it says that, hey, this is a really good idea. Let's change in that way. Or I was involved in architectural designing or user interface, a lot of discussions where we implemented really the requirements for the application in order to create something great. So if the client sees that you really care about the project, then you will be involved in this kind of discussions.
Yeah, got it. And as a freelancer, do you ever feel professional loneliness?
My short answer is no. The life itself is quite complex. There are so many things that you can do with your life, but you need to chase to work on it. You need to make an effort to have a life besides work. As I said previously that I don't believe in work-life balance. Of course, I don't believe it, but still you need to do other stuff than work. And basically no one will knock on your door all day long if you never answer it. So my tip regarding this, do some stuff. Just do it, travel or do some networking. Be an interesting person and everything should be okay after a while.
Exactly. And if your friend wanted to become a freelancer, what are top 3 things you'd advise them to consider before doing it?
Just don't do it. No, just kidding. In order to be a successful freelancer, you need quite a few skills. My first tip would be, if you are working in a corporation, try to convince your boss in order to work remotely. So you will see how you can handle communication, problem solving, maybe your colleagues also are in different time zones and so on. And yeah, you will learn a lot of things if you're starting to work remotely. My second tip, and this is, I am not saying which one is the most important, but yeah, my second tip would be that you should be a great seller. Because if you don't have any project, then you can't blame anyone anymore. It's your job to find a new project, a new client. And if you can't sell yourself, well, it's going to be hard. really, really hard. And yeah, you don't want that. And my let's say last and third tip would be to be great in your field. I had colleagues who somehow saw themselves as great developers, and yeah, the other one was some QA lead, something. But after 2 weeks, a month, they were fired. So you can trick somebody with your sales skills, but the truth will be seen. And just a quick note regarding this. If you are fired after 2 weeks or something like that, most probably, based on your contract, you won't get any kind of payments. So yeah, you should be great in your field in order to I don't know, to solve the client's problem. You should not trick anybody with, I don't know, interviews. You should not lie.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, Balazs, I wish to have the sky is the limit, but time is the limit. So the final question, if you were starting freelancing today, what is one thing you would have done differently?
Differently, I think there is always a learning curve. So you are learning things along the way. And I'm not saying that you will have, maybe, yeah, for some, it will be times that they regret and they would do differently. I would emphasize for me and what I would do better, maybe to learn more about marketing myself, to learn, as I said, my second tip, to be a better seller. Because you really need to sell yourself, your skills, and to sell your potential in projects, that how you can help the client.
Yeah, you know, Balazs, thank you so much for sharing your challenges and for having such an open conversation.
Sure, thank you.
And thank you so much for listening. If you like the show, hit the like button, 5 stars, and share it with your friends. That's it. We're done. See you in the next episode.